Hey guys, my name's Jeremy, and this is my first YouTube video. And today my video is going to be on my fragrance collection. I got into fragrances about a year ago, and what I would do is I would get on YouTube and I would watch reviews from people like DracDoc, Robes08, Fragrance Fanatic 1, Rudolphins, My Makers, and the Fragrance Bros, all which are probably the best reviews on fragrances that I found on YouTube. There's others out there, but those are the core guys that I would watch the majority of all their videos. And I kind of want to just get on here and share my fragrance collection with you. Eventually, I am going to be doing individual reviews on each one of these fragrances. Now, my fragrances are all designer fragrances. Unfortunately, here in Akron, Ohio, there's no place to purchase niche fragrances, and I really don't want to invest the money in a niche fragrance without being able to smell it or try it out first. So that's the reason why my collection consists of solely designer fragrances. I have the majority of my collection here, and I also did recently purchase a fragrance fridge based on a recent review that DracDoc did on his fragrance fridge. So I commend him on that. I've actually been waiting on his review to come out so I could go ahead and purchase my own. So I'm going to have a later video on that as well, showing you what my fragrance fridge consists of. I have a different setup than what he does. So I'll go ahead and show you what mine is. Now my fragrances are in no particular order. I just kind of grabbed them out of the fragrance fridge and brought them out here to kind of show you what I have. So like I said, it's no particular order. So let's go ahead and get started. The first one I have here on the table, I bought this fragrance solely based on the fact that everybody else had this fragrance. And a lot of people like this fragrance, and it's got a lot of positive reviews. I personally hate this fragrance. I purchased it thinking that maybe after I bought it, I would like it, and after it was actually on my skin. I didn't like it when I smelled it at the counter. Even after I purchased it and I put it on, I still don't like it. I absolutely hate this fragrance. I never wear this. I just haven't thrown it out. I'm just going to sit in my fragrance fridge, and if I have nothing better to put on, maybe if I'm mowing the lawn or something, I'll throw this on. But this is going to be Acqua Gio. As you can see there, I know a lot of you guys love this fragrance. I know a lot of people purchase this. It's kind of cliche. I hate this fragrance with a passion. I never wear it. You can see there's hardly any juice gone. Hate the fragrance. Sorry guys, just my own personal preference. The next fragrance I'm going to go ahead and show you, I'll pull off the table here, is a fragrance I purchased based on a review from the Fragrance Bros. They really seem to like this. It's going to be Polo Black. This does smell really good, if you can see it there in the camera. Sorry about the lighting here, by the way. My home office, it's really bright, so the lighting kind of sucks in here with my camera. But yeah, this is going to be Polo Black. I like this fragrance a lot. None of the Polo fragrances seem to last on my skin. So I do have to reapply those after about 4 hours. I do have the majority of the Polo line. Not that I really care for the Polo line, it's just I want to collect, fragrances, and some of them do smell good. Speaking of the Polo line, I'll go ahead and show you another one. This one here, I actually think is the best fragrance out of the whole Polo line, or the Polo house. It's going to be the Polo Red. This does have actually, it does have a really good fragrance smell to it. It does probably last the longest out of all of them as well, and I do like it, but that's going to be Polo Red. The next one, I know it's some more Polos here. This one I bought, there again, for the collecting factor of it. I never wear this. It's a very clean, fresh scent. I've probably applied it, or wore it probably 5 times since I've owned it. But it's going to be Polo Blue. Haven't really used a lot of this juice. It's not a bad fragrance, but I have so much other stuff in my collection that I can wear that smells so much better. So I don't really use this, but I bought it for the collecting factor of it. Uh, what else do I got? Polo. I got Polo Black. Or I'm sorry, Polo Double Black. This is there again. Kind of smells like Polo Black. I do really like this. I purchased this based on Robe's review on it. Robes and Drakdoc actually really seem to like this. So it does smell really good. There again, the Polo stuff really does not. It doesn't stay with me very long. You know, after about 4 hours, it's gone. So I do have to carry a decant with me and reapply that. But yeah, that's Polo Double Black. If you can see it there with the lighting. The next fragrance I'm going to show you is, this one used to be my signature scent. This does not have a lot of positive reviews on YouTube. Pardon the dog in the background if you see him. But not a lot of people seem to like this fragrance, and there's not even a lot of reviews on it on YouTube. I really like this a lot, and I think for some of us, there's fragrances out there that remind us of other things. And every time I smell this or apply this fragrance, it reminds me 100% of when I went to Vegas. I had stayed at the Cosmopolitan Hotel casino out there a few times. And this smells exactly like that casino, whether it's something they pump through the air or whatnot. But this is going to be Armani Sport Code. Like I said, I really like this a lot. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't care for the sport fragrances, and I can understand that. But I really like this. Like I said, it's just my own personal preference. I don't really wear this as the signature scent anymore, just for the fact that I have so much other stuff in my collection that I can wear. That is a lot better of a quality than this stuff is. But it does smell really good to me. Like I said, it reminds me of the Cosmopolitan Hotel Casino in Las Vegas. So that's Armani Sport Code. I don't own a lot out of the Armani line. I'm not a big fan of the Armani house. Same with the Gucci house. I personally don't care for a lot of the stuff out of that house. And I have decided to purchase other stuff to collect. And once I run out of other stuff, I'll go ahead and start purchasing stuff from the Gucci line, as bad as it sounds. So the next fragrance I'm going to go ahead and show you is, it's going to be Boss Bottled Number 6. This stuff reminds me of Thanksgiving, apple pie, cinnamon, spices. I really like the scent. It's a new one to me, actually. I've only owned this for like a week or two. You know, it's May here in Ohio. It's warm. So this isn't something you really typically apply. It's not really a summer fragrance, but it does smell really good. And it actually reminds me a lot of, let me find it here, of Spice Bomb, Victor and Rolf's Spice Bomb. This stuff smells really good. It's not, it's a little bit different, I guess, category than Boss Bottle Number 6. This is definitely more of a going out club fragrance. It's, you know, the projection on it's great, but Boss Bottle Number 6 reminds me a lot of the smell of Victor Ross Spice Bomb. I do love this stuff. This was a blind buy based off some reviews on YouTube. No place had this in stock. You know, Macy's and Perfume Mania are typically the two places I buy all my fragrances from, and neither one of them had this in stock. So I did blind buy this actually, and it was a great blind buy. The next one I'll show you gets a lot of either hate or love. It's reviewed a lot on YouTube. A lot of people have this. A lot of people have already reviewed it. It's none other than Paco Rabanne's 1 Million. I personally love this stuff. I think it smells really good. It's not something I would wear out casually or to work. It's definitely a going out bar, club type of fragrance. It reminds me a lot of that bubble gum. A lot of people say it reminds you of bubble gum. I do get that. It does smell like bubble gum. But it's still a pleasant fragrance for me. So I do enjoy wearing this one. So that's Paco Rabanne's 1 Million. Sorry I'm going a little fast here. It's my first video. Like I said, I'm a little nervous. Like I said, so pardon that. The next one I bought just to collect. I really don't wear this cologne. It reminds me of being in middle school or maybe my freshman year of high school. I actually wore this because I dated a girl who really liked this, and she bought it for me as a gift. So about 6 months ago, it was a really good sale at, I think Walmart had this, and it was like 30 bucks. So for $30, I picked it up, and it was a big bottle. It's Liz Claiborne Curve. I know there's a lot of girls out there, especially the younger girls, that still love this stuff on guys. And there's a lot of girls out there that remind them of an ex-boyfriend, which could be a good thing or a bad thing. And I do get compliments on it. It doesn't last on my skin whatsoever. I get like 2 hours out of this and it's shot. But like I said, it's not something I really wear. You can see there's like a lot of juice on it. It looks almost full. I've actually worn this quite a few times and I haven't used like any juice out of it. But yeah, that's Liz Claiborne's Curve. That's like the 6 whatever ounce of it. So it's a big bottle. But for 30 bucks at Walmart, I couldn't really pass that up. So that's Curve. The next one is going to be Versace Eau Fraiche. This is a great summer, fresh, lemony smell. I do like this. We're just getting into the summer season, so I'm going to be wearing this a lot more. But this is Versace Eau Fraiche. Not a lot to say about Versace House. I think they put out really great fragrances. I own a few fragrances from their collection, but that's a good one. Let's see, I know I have another Versace here. This is going to be, I love this scent. I absolutely love this. There's not a lot of reviews on YouTube on this. I know there's a couple from, like I said, I think Drac Doc has one. There's a couple other guys that have this out there. But this is Versace Eros. I really like this. You can see I've used quite a bit of juice out of this, you know, a quarter of it, about that. I really like this. I mean, I've worn this to work, which I know it's typically not a work fragrance. The projection on it's great. I love the smell of it. You know, it's got a very unique smell, and I think it smells great. A lot of people compare it to, or put it in the category of the Paco Rabanne's 1 Million, a going out club fragrance. But I mean, I've worn this to work. I've worn it casually. I mean, it's great just, you know, for jeans and t-shirt. But I can pull that off with anything. And I do get a lot of compliments on this. So yeah, Versace Eros. The next one is going to be something that really, this fragrance here really broadened my horizon when it came to fragrances. I absolutely hated this fragrance when I first smelled it. I smelled it several different times, only based on reviews from like everybody on YouTube has this fragrance. If you are a fragrance head and you collect fragrances, it seems like everybody has this. I smelled it several times. I didn't really get why everybody liked it. Hated it. So I ended up just sucking it up, and I went ahead and purchased it. Once I got this on me with my skin chemistry or my body chemistry, whatever, this became one of my top like 5 favorite, you know, fragrances. I use a lot on this. This is one of the very few colognes out there that I've gone through a full bottle, and I'm on my 2nd bottle. This is going to be Le Male. This is going to be the 4.2 ounce. This is my 2nd 4.2 ounce. When this one's gone, I am going to actually get, I saw Macy's had like the 6 ounce bottle, which is huge. But I go through this stuff. This is, for me, this is good for every occasion. I wear this with jeans and t-shirt. I wear it to work. I wear it to dinner. I really like this though. So, Le Male. The next one is going to be another summer fresh fragrance, if you want to call it that. I smelled this at Macy's off a sample card, and I really liked it, so I went ahead and bought it. I've used quite a bit of this juice, surprisingly. You know, I carry a decan of this. It does last me, but I really like the smell of this, not because it has good projection, but I actually enjoy it. It's going to be Prada Luna Rossa. You will notice all my bottles, I always buy like the bigger bottles, the 3 or the 4 ounce bottles. I think for the cost, you're going to spend a little more money, and you're going to get significantly more product or, you know, juice from it. So all my bottles are the bigger bottles, and I apply a lot of cologne just because I have really dry skin, and cologne doesn't typically stay with me very long. So that's why you'll see all my bottles are the bigger bottles, just as an FYI. Let's go ahead and talk about the YSL house, fragrance house. I do own most of that fragrance house, the clones from that fragrance house. All of them are reviewed pretty well on YouTube. There again, people like Drakdoc, Robes08, Fragrance Fanatic, Rodolinsons, Winemakers and Fragrance Bros. They've all rated the YSL line pretty well, which is why I did purchase the majority of the fragrances from that house. The first is none other than the famous L'Homme. Used quite a bit of this juice as well. Smells great. It's a great everyday fragrance, so I really enjoy this. I know I'm going a little faster. I'm trying to hurry up. Just got off work, but yeah, this is going to be L'Homme. The next one in my collection, another YSL one, is L'Homme Libre, and I'm probably mispronouncing that, but this isn't really reviewed that great on YouTube. And I smelled it, and when I smelled it at the store, I thought it was pretty decent. I got it home, and it was just okay. I had been trying to wear a lot of it just to use it up, because I don't really care for it that much. So if I'm out mowing the lawn, or if I'm just running up to the store or something, I'll just throw this on. If I'm just kind of having a lazy day, I'll just throw this on just to get rid of it. I am one of those people, I will wear cologne even if I'm chilling out at my house all day long. I will throw on cologne. I know a lot of people don't do that, or they think it's a waste, but I wear fragrances because I enjoy the smell of it myself, not necessarily for people around me to smell me or to think I smell good. I actually do it for myself because I enjoy fragrances. So, L'Homme Libre. Next one is a newer fragrance from the YSL line, and I have not seen anybody on YouTube yet review this, which I'm really surprised, because YSL is a big, that's a big fragrance house, and I don't see a lot of people have it. And this fragrance has only been out for probably, I think, like a month or two, so I understand that, but I'm really shocked no one has reviewed this yet. And I think Drakdoc is actually in the process of testing this out and reviewing it, and I could be wrong on that, but I think he had mentioned that. It's going to be L'Homme Sport. I recently purchased this about a month or two ago. I know Macy's just got it in. They had it in for a couple of days after I had purchased it. It is a good flanker, I think. Personally, I think it's a great flanker from the YSL line. It does smell like L'Homme, but I think it has a more of a fresh, it does. It's like a fresh, sportier smell to it. So I really like it. I think it's great for the summer. It's going to be great for the summertime since summer's here. But L'Homme Sport. Sorry, guys. I'm still getting used to the videoing, and so, but yeah, L'Homme Sport. This is one that a lot of people liked. I got a really good deal on it. Perfume Mania had this like special. If you buy one bottle at full price, you can get another bottle for like $15 or $16. And this is when I started first collecting cologne. So this is one that I got for like $15, $16 based on the sale that they had at Perfume Mania. This is going to be Mont Blanc Legend. I have not worn much of this. I really don't care for it. I know a lot of people say it smells like a more manly version of Abercrombie Fierce, which I am waiting to get my hands on, actually. We don't have any Abercrombie stores around, so I'm actually going to be ordering that fragrance here pretty soon. But I don't get the more manly version of Abercrombie Fierce, why people say that. That's just my nose. And I really don't care for this fragrance. I've tried to swap it, and not many people want this fragrance. It's pretty much full, but yeah, it's just, there again, it's just a fragrance I have just to collect it. The next one, there again, this is going to be a YSL line. This smells great. This was the last one I actually purchased from YSL. I didn't really care for it when I smelled it. There again, when I got this fragrance and I put it on, absolutely love it. It's rated very highly on YouTube. It is going to be La Nuit. This stuff smells great. It is a great nighttime fragrance to going out, bar scene, that kind of thing. It is a great fragrance. It smells good, and I really enjoy it. So, La Nuit. Uh, Next one, I bought this. They're again for the collectability factor, just to add it to my collection. A lot of people have this, and I'm gonna sound like a jerk probably when I say this, but this cologne is like kind of reminds me of the guy you see at a bar hitting on every chick he sees. This kind of reminds me of. I really don't care for it that much. It's very linear. A lot of people don't. I haven't seen a lot of reviews on it. I know there's a lot of people that like it, but there's not a lot of YouTube reviews on it. It's gonna be Azzaro Chrome. It's okay. It reminds me of something a younger guy would wear, or a guy that I would see at a bar trying to hit on every girl. It's just kind of one of those. It's kind of one of those cheesy fragrances. I don't know, and I'm sorry if that is disrespectful to somebody. I'm sorry if you take offense to that. I totally don't mean disrespect. I just don't really care for it that much. I liked it a lot more before I actually purchased it. But yeah, Azzaro Chrome. The next one I'm going to go ahead and show you. I've only seen like 2 other videos on YouTube on this fragrance. One from Drakdock. I really like this fragrance. It smells good. The projection isn't great. It doesn't last very long. I totally agree with 100% with Drakdock's review on this. But the initial opening on this is awesome, which is why I bought it. It's great if you're going to need that smell, or you want someone to have that smell when they're around you for the first couple hours, because after that it does dry down. But it's Dior Homme Eau. You can see it there, maybe not. I really like this stuff. Like I said, the opening is great. It does not last very long, at least on my skin, and from the 2 other reviews on YouTube, it does not seem to last very long, or the projection isn't that great. And I do agree to that. This is one that you have to carry a decan of. But like I said, the opening on it is awesome. So another one from Dior. It's Dior Homme Sport. I've had this. I've only worn this one time actually, because I just got this like 2 weeks ago. So I haven't really been cycling it yet through my routine of fragrances that I cycle. I've never smelt the original Dior Homme. Macy's doesn't sell it. No place around me has it. So that is going to be a blind buy. I've actually been trying to get some feedback from some other YouTubers. So let me know what you think. But I'm considering. I want to know what your thoughts are between Dior Homme and Dior Homme Intense. I'm really curious to know if you guys think one is better than the other, or which one is better. I am going to be blind buying probably both of those, but I'd really love your feedback to let me know which one you think is better. So if you could let me know in the comments below. But yeah, this is Dior Homme Sport. I really like this, and this is definitely one that I'm going to be putting into my summer routine, or summer, whatever you want to call it. So this next one is kind of more of an inexpensive cologne. I really love the smell of this personally. It's one of my favorite opening fragrances. The projection is horrible, I think, on it. And the time that it lasts on my skin is horrible. There again, I don't seem to get good longevity with many colognes. And I know that's a lot of it is because I have dry skin. So I do have to reapply a lot. But I really love the smell. I don't see a lot of reviews on YouTube. But like I said, I really love this. It is Lacoste White, or some people call it Lacoste Pure. I'm not sure what the official name is. I've heard people call it both Lacoste White and Lacoste Pure. But I really like this. It is a clean, fresh. It's a good, safe smell. I do get a lot of compliments on this cologne when I do wear it. When I first apply within the first 2 hours, I do get a lot of compliments on it. It is a younger, I think this is more generated towards a younger crowd, but it is just a really good, safe smell, and I really enjoy it. So Lacoste White, Lacoste Pure, whatever you want to call it. The next one is one that I strictly bought because everybody else has it. I don't care for it. I bought it just to kind of add to my collection. I've used it. I think I've worn it maybe once or twice. It's none other than the old famous Davidoff Cool Water. I never wore this when I was younger. I know a lot of people wore this when I was like in high school. I didn't really care for it. I still don't really care for it, but I bought it because I've seen a lot of videos out there where people have like their top 10 must-have, clones in their collection or things like that. So I bought it strictly because, it is a classic. It is a good smell. I've heard some people compare it, and some people that wear Creed are going to be like, oh my god, this doesn't smell anything like it. I've heard other people say that this smells like Green Irish Tweed, or a very cheap, inexpensive version of Green Irish Tweed. I've never been able to get my nose on Green Irish Tweed, and I would love to smell that because that's one niche fragrance I would really love to purchase. I'm just afraid to spend whatever it is, $300 on a bottle of fragrance without knowing how it smells. And I would really love to know, but unfortunately, like I said, there's no place around Akron, Ohio that I'm aware of. And I think maybe in Cleveland there is. I'm like 40 minutes from Cleveland, Ohio. But there again, I don't know any place that actually sells Green Irish Tweed. So they're going to kind of purchase this hoping to kind of get a generic idea of what Green Irish Tweed maybe smelled like as well, because some people have compared that to this. Sorry guys that are huge Creed fans, and this is probably, I would agree, this is probably a diss when it comes to Green Irish Tweed, because this is nowhere on the level of what a Creed fragrance is. Yeah, I kind of wanted to have a general idea of what Creed Green Irish Tweed smelled like, and like I said, this is a classic. So yeah, cool water. The next one is going to be one that I recently purchased strictly off of, this is a blind buy. I bought this strictly off of reviews on YouTube. I'm glad I did. It's a very sweet fragrance. It's kind of metro. I think a woman could pull this off as well. It's very sweet. It's going to be Rojas Man. This crazy looking bottle here, but it's a very sweet smell. Kind of reminds me of like something like cotton candy. Sweet along those lines. I really do enjoy this fragrance. I do have to be careful when I apply it and where I apply it, because this is very sweet and I think it can become cloy. But yeah, Rojas Man. Next fragrance I'm going to show you is one of the like 3 or 4 fragrances I have that I've gone through and used multiple bottles of. I get a huge amount of compliments on this fragrance. It's probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite fragrance currently in my collection. I get a lot of compliments on this. The only downfall of this is the longevity. It does have longevity issues with me, and almost every other YouTube video I've watched or review I've watched, people complain of longevity issues. But it is going to be the famous Dolce & Gabbana The One. I swear to you, and this is going to sound like a douchebag, but I swear this cologne has gotten me laid. Some women just smell this. I've had girls smell this and just, I don't know what it is. Like, this cologne just is awesome. It is a very sexy smell, and for whatever reason, maybe it's the way it mixes with my skin, but I've worn this around a couple girls, and I mean, man, they love this cologne. So this is Dolce & Gabbana's The One. Like I said, I'm on my second bottle of this. They actually have a collector's bottle, which I'm thinking about buying another bottle already, just because they have a collector's edition from Macy's, which is an all chrome bottle. The whole bottle, the cap, everything is chrome. It's the same price as the normal one, but I kind of want the chrome bottle. I'm thinking I'm going to buy that one just based on the limited edition collector's bottle. The next ones are going to be from my favorite fragrance house. I'm going to go ahead and start with, since we were just recently talking about blind buys, I recently, last week, watched a video from Drakdoc. I mention his videos a lot because he's probably the first YouTube reviewer that I've actually started watching when I got on to, or got into this hobby. He did a video on this, and I recently watched that, and no place had this, like Macy's, Perfumania. None of the places actually carried this carried this fragrance cologne. So this was a blind buy. This is probably my favorite and the best blind buy I've ever had because I love this fragrance. It is probably the best summer fragrance that's out. It is going to be Chanel's Allure Homme Edition Blanc. Like I said, this stuff is awesome. It's very, I'm going to steal Drac Doc's reference. It's a very much of a lemony, creamy, like lemon meringue pie smell to it. It is very creamy. He referred it to as a lemon meringue pie. It's awesome though. Allure Homme Edition Blanche. Great stuff, man. I mean, if you're going to do a blind buy, this stuff is awesome. The next one is probably my favorite out of the Chanel line. This mixes really good with my body chemistry. It smells great. When this bottle is empty, I'm going to buy another bottle. This is going to be Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. This is going to be my signature scent probably for the summer. I love this stuff. It smells great. It's sweet. I like this a lot better than the regular Homme Sport. This has a better opening, I think, to it. It's a little softer, a little sweeter. But Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. Next but not least, we have Chanel, Bleu de Chanel. I hated this fragrance when I first smelled it. I smelled it on the cards at Macy's. I didn't like it. I know it's Macy's around me in Akron, Ohio. It's Macy's second top seller next to Acquaggio. That's their #1 around here at Macy's. This was #2, Bleu de Chanel. Like I said, I hated this fragrance. A lot of people have in their top 10 must-have fragrances or top 10 most complimented fragrances. Like I said, I hated it when I first got it. When I put it on, I don't know what I was missing. I don't know if like the bottle was maybe bad at Macy's or something, but I got a whole different smell when I actually put this on my skin. And on me, it's probably going to be my top 5 favorite for the summer. It does smell great. Like I said, I hated it when I smelled it at Macy's, but once I got it on me, man, it's awesome. I really do like it. I know some of the fragrance heads out there, they're really into niche fragrances. Call it just kind of, I won't say it's kind of boring, but it's not very unique, if you want to say that. And I get that. I just, like I said, I don't have access to smell any of the niche fragrances around here. And I wish I did, because I'd really love to get into it. Like some of the guys up there in New York, they have some of those specialty shops that have fragrances. We don't have anything like that around Akron, Ohio, or even up around Cleveland. I don't think there's anything around. I wish there was. And if you know of any, like, feel free to drop me a line and let me know, because I would love to get my nose on some of those niche fragrances. So that's my current fragrance collection. Like I said, I am going to be doing individual reviews on each one of these fragrances. And just to kind of give you my thoughts and feedback on them, I do have a few more that I'm waiting to get in, actually. I ordered the new one from Burberry. They have a new one that came out, I think, last year or something like that. So I ordered that one, and I am going to order Abercrombie Fierce. I know it's kind of teenager-ish, but it's one I'd like to add to my collection. So I am in the process of getting that one as well. I'm excited to get the Burberry one, though, because I really enjoyed that. That's going to be my only and first Burberry fragrance I'm going to have in my collection. Like I said, this is my first YouTube video, so try to be nice with the comments below. If you guys have any feedback, let me know. Any pointers, like I said. Because it's my first YouTube video. I'm going to be doing quite a few more. I want to do one probably next week on my fragrance fridge, my fragrance cooler. I bought a pretty decked out fragrance cooler with like LED lighting and everything in it. Based off of, I got my idea from Drac Doc on his fragrance fridge. And thank you to him for that, because he's like the only person out there that really did a good one. There's one other guy out there that did one, which is not too bad either. Yeah, so thanks for watching my video. Like, subscribe below. Give me some feedback. Any pointers, that'd be great. Thanks, guys. I hope you guys have a great evening, and stay tuned. Like I said, I'm going to have individual reviews for each one of these. I'm going to have reviews on my fragrance cooler probably next week. Thanks. Have a great night. Bye.